Hey everybody, Kelly and Ismira here with Coldwell ROX Realty. It's Tuesday, so it's Taco Tuesday, and we're going to talk about real estate. But first, we have some delicious tacos from where, Ismira?
From Eloy, from Encore Family Restaurant in Eloy, owner-operators Miguel Lopez. And what we were doing in Eloy today was delivering the rest of our
back to school teacher drive items, and we had a few teachers nominated that don't teach in Eloy, so we didn't get to deliver to them last week because of the power outages. So they had to delay going back to school now that they got back up and running. And oh my gosh, they were so excited. It was the sweetest thing. I love what we do.
It's been really nice passing those out.
It has been.
To different schools and meeting some different teachers. But we decided to go ahead and take advantage of the opportunity of being over there and wanted to visit one of the local restaurants. So what we got, if you've been to Encore before, they're not a taco place.
But it was Taco Tuesday, so we had to get tacos.
So we got BLT tacos. They have two tacos over there. One of them is a
buffalo chicken taco,
and it's a fried, and then the BLT is a grilled chicken one. So
they look delicious.
Some people might call it a wrap,
but they're open.
They're tacos.
They're tacos.
So that's what we're doing today.
So we're excited about that, and to keep with the school theme, because we're wrapping up our back to school drive, we wanted to just kind of share some little tips on, we're both mothers.
We're both moms.
Of kids and of various ages, and just some little tips and best practices that we like to do, because it can be a little hectic.
It is.
Especially in the mornings, trying to, get yourself up, exercise, get the kids up, get the lunches together. I mean,
I may or may not vent every morning about how the mornings have gone, but we're getting our sea legs back, and we're getting back into the routine. So we just want to share some tips with you on things that we try, or things that work for us, or maybe things that we aspire to try.
Exactly.
So one of the big things, this has been pretty major for me, because I have a daughter who likes to use the spin cycle all of the time, regardless of how many shirts she wants to go through in the morning. But Bounce has a spray. It's an aerosol spray. You spray the shirt on both sides, you shake it out. I kid you not, this stuff works.
I'm gonna have to try that. That's amazing.
Bounce.
I did not know that.
Get it. It's you don't need an iron.
Yeah. The other thing that I try to do every week, just because we're busy and I don't want to think about it every day, is I do all of my grocery shopping on Sundays. I create my little list of what
she does.
Of what meals we're gonna have on what nights, and I have it on my board, and it just helps me. So I buy all the ingredients for everything. And then I just know that night. And then the kids know, and they're like, Mom, what are we gonna have for dinner?
Yeah.
I'm like, it's on the board.
That's goals. I aspire to do that. That's a good one. So I pack lunches for my kids in the morning, and one of the things that having the snacks, ready to go, of course, as much prepackaged, stuff that can be done, getting some stuff ready at night. But what I like to do, my kids love fresh fruit, so I like to have everything, if it's mango, berries mixed together and ready to go, so I don't have to do that in the morning. And then morning of, just pop everything in a small Tupperware container, and it's ready to go, and they get fresh fruit. So
that's great. Yep. Or if you're a little bit lazier like me, you just buy those cutie oranges and just pop those in their lunch. There you go.
And another tip for lunch is I always keep plastic spoons and forks. And I always pack those, because my youngest daughter told me in the cafeteria they have to raise their hand and wait for somebody to let them go and get a spork, I think is what they use at school. So I was like, no, that's cutting into the eating time, and they don't get very long anyway. So I keep those handy, and straws as well. So those are good to go.
Yeah.
What other tips do we have?
Oh gosh, I mean, we were talking about this in the car. We had a bunch of them.
So cell phones is another thing that we were talking about. I've got one that's in middle school now, and I used to not allow devices until Friday. So the school week would go through, and then as soon as the weekend got here,
you're a better mom than me.
You can have your devices. It's getting harder and harder as the older my middle one gets. The phone is a lifeline, but I think it's very important to make sure, as tough as it can be for us, make sure the homework gets done as soon as they get there. You know, any chores that they have, and make sure those things are out of the way, and then allow them to get the devices. So just kind of keeping that boundary for them they know what to expect. You as a parent already have the expectations out there. You don't have to keep repeating yourself maybe a little bit, but if everybody understands. And we're having a meeting tonight, me and my husband and my kids, we're going to have a meeting about how the rest of this is going to go down. So we're all on the same page.
Yeah, and they know their expectations. That's a good idea. I should have a family meeting tonight too.
Everybody have a family meeting.
Goals. Good. There we go. So in wrapping up, I think we just also want to circle back with the teachers.
Yes.
We were very blessed to be able to have donated items to 23 teachers in our community. So thank you for all the generous donations. And moving forward, if anyone else wants to help out, some of the common items that teachers always need throughout the year, it doesn't even have to be the start of school,
right?
But would be like cases of water, tissues,
Lysol wipes, the Sharpie, what are they? Dry erase markers. Yes. Dry erase markers are huge because they do dry out, and teachers always need them. School doesn't have the endless supply, so that's definitely something good to donate. Snacks, and I was talking to Kelly, like boxes of cereal, because that's easy for the teacher to pass out. Big bags of popcorn.
And you know what I heard the other day, actually? So Annalise in our office, her daughter teaches high school, and she's in need of colored copy paper. Because when they send out copies to the kids, there's certain things that are colored certain things.
That's a good idea.
And I didn't even think about that, and she brought that up. So you might want to, if anyone...
Colored copy paper. I love it.
So,
yeah. Awesome.
Anyway, well, thanks for joining us. We're going to eat our tacos.
What is August?
Oh, August.
What are we're going to be...
We are going to be talking about new builds. So join us starting next week, and we're going to pretty much introduce you to all the different new build communities. Since the market's shifting a little bit right now, these builders are coming up with some new incentives that they maybe didn't offer months ago.
They're getting creative. The game is changing, and we have all the info, and we want to share it with you.
Yep. So stay tuned.
All right. Bye. Everybody.
I'm going to have to cut this off.